That was a little weird. Wait a minute. I stopped recording in the mountain. Did I lose everything? Good grief. I'd have to record something tomorrow. This way. Okay, so that's fine. I actually wanted to look at the lake a little bit better. So I don't know why it would be down there before. There's one. There's an oyster there. She has a block. Is that the same pose as the one on the mountain? Okay, so she's got a different pose. The other one has two arms up. There's a closed clamshell here. There's an open one under the water. Any others? Got to get up there. There's another one closed. Over there. Clamshells. So I've opened one, maybe? That one's open too. That one's closed. That one's open. That one's open. Maybe the clamshells are connected to the boxes I found? Because I'm missing 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 2 are open. No, that throws that theory out. I've never listened to this one.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean and look up at that great subcontinent of India pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mideast, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed. That there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully, that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element. That point out on the end. And that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
Well, that was long-winded. Here we go, somewhere new. That's ominous. Woo! I don't like the red lights. Oh. Oh, they changed. Did one keep? One kept, okay. do, 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 do. Hey, it's the place I couldn't get to before. I thought the door was going to close on me. Woo! Okay. Okay. Let's explore around here. Hey, there's wires going over here. There's a boat. Okay, so these are kind of 3D-ish. Thought I saw some statues underneath here. Oh, there they are. It's a kid with a boat. Okay. Let's try this. This is gonna be hard. Well, I can't do that. Ooh, that was it. Never really liked these. Oh, I got that one too. Oh no. No. Oh. Okay. This is the one that's giving me the most trouble. Let's try this one over here. can't remember what your rules are. I thought it was keep it in pairs. And I've already done this one. I made a box. Let me guess, I can't walk over there until I've solved the other half. But I do wonder that I've solved that. I wonder if something happened at the lake. I'm just really curious. Ah! Anything different? I don't see anything different. That's a little disappointing. Wish there was fast travel in this. Probably if I turn a bunch of stuff on, that actually might activate. Anything in here? There's a cable wire from up top somewhere. I thought they had to be in pairs. How is that not the solution? Finally. still not getting why my other solutions weren't working. Wait, hold on. That's not going to be it. Oh! Fine then. Uh-oh. No! Stop it! It's one of the double ones as well? Ooh, I think I got it. Ah, took forever. Oh no. Okay. I got it. That one didn't take long at all. Where am I going? Do I get a platform to walk on? I do. More of those hexagonal rocks. Oh. Close. Ooh, that closed really fast. Oh. Whee! What's going on? Endgame. Uh-oh.
A star at dawn.
Ooh. Where am I going? Whoa! Oh, I can't go all the way around. Oh, I never noticed that guy. Whoa! Whoa! So, am I in a Willy Wonka elevator? I think I am. I feel like I'm going to fall out.
A bubble
A bubble in a stream.
in a stream.
is going on? Hearing electrics. Oh! My box is gone. Oh. Are they all shutting down?
Flash,
They're
a
all...
flash of lightning in a summer
A
cloud.
flash of lightning in a summer cloud.
I'm shutting them all down? I'm shutting them all down. I don't know why. This is my favorite section right here. Love these fall leaves. Hey, it's the lake. Our box is lit up.
A flickering lamp. A flickering lamp.
Flickering lamp.
Did I ever get that one? Yes, I did. Incoming! Going back to the garden? There's 4 still lit up. Going backwards.
A phantom.
A phantom.
Phantom.
A phantom.
Backing up. Cannot look around anymore. Just backing up. Beep, beep, beep.
And a dream.
And a dream.
And a dream.
Did I finish? So I guess that finished. My opinion, unsatisfactory ending. That being said, I mentioned in the last episode that there was something that I noticed that I hadn't done yet. So I'm gonna try this. that's the beginning. Whoop. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Whoop. That. Don't know what that did. Did that do anything in here? Guess that wasn't anything special. So I'm gonna see if anything's different. I have a feeling it's probably not. Like it's just like Endgame Plus. Okay. Looks like everything has reset. Everything. I wonder if I would have gotten a different ending had I completed everything. Got all the environment puzzles and everything like that. Gonna check the lake. And all of the lanterns are out. Okay, one other thing I want to check. I think I just got that. Is he supposed to be juggling? I'm gonna get trapped now because everything is all locked up. That's the quarry. Oh, if only I had a map. I can't believe I'm lost already. That sounded different. Maybe that's what happens when you just activate it for the first time? Oh no. There we go. So I did one of the black puzzles. Would it be over there, or would it be its own? Its own puzzle. I don't even know where they would be. Maybe that one's at the pier. Where would the white one go? That's certainly a new one, though, that I got. I don't know why I never noticed that one. There's a lot that I'm getting that I've never noticed before. So I guess it's just to encourage replayability. That was the garden. That was... I don't know. That was the pier. Anyway. Now I know the themes of this game was very philosophical and about creation and about knowing things but not knowing everything. The whole concept of the game was that this world was created by someone. You don't meet them. The world is a creation. It was designed, but you have no idea how it works or why you're there. So it's very philosophical. I already believe in a creator, so it's not exactly a foreign concept to me, the game's ideas or the overall concept. I've also heard that it's based off of some writing that I have probably zero interest in reading. But I get what some of the game is going after, but as overall for the game, it's interesting thing to base a game around. It's not like I didn't have fun doing the puzzles or anything. I'm thinking I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Maybe I need to replay this to get some of the missing things. That ending was a little lackluster. Not sure I understand it. Actually, I know I don't understand it. But I did have fun playing the game. I really do enjoy puzzle games, and finding the environmental puzzles that are just kind of hidden around. I even noticed them even before I decided to click on one. So it was actually kind of fun. I guess I'll just run around and play this on my own for a bit, but this will be it for the playthrough. Unless I discover something really awesome in the future, then I'll, post a little bonus video, but as it is now, there's not a whole lot to add to it, as far as I can tell. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week, whichever game I'm playing.